what's going on with your son?
I've had him since he's been 4 months old. He's been my son. He's technically my stepson. His mother left 6 years ago. He has a hard time having a relationship with a woman because of that. He's gonna hurt her. I have heard her scream from the bedroom. The door was locked. I kicked in the door. I found him sitting on her chest, one hand on her chest and the other one up in the air. And I just wanted to belt him then, but I didn't. I told him to get off of her. That's not the way to treat a woman.
So you have witnessed this abuse?
Yes.
So my question to you is, you know, you seem like a normal guy. This is your son. He's 15 years old. Why the hell is this 17-year-old girlfriend living with you?
She is close enough to 18. Her parents knew how much in love that they both were.
But hold on, David. I don't mean to cut you off, but he's 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
He's
sir.
15 years old.
Yes, sir.
Do her parents know what's going on? Do they? I mean, obviously
Yes,
they
sir.
know that she's living with you, right?
And they know that's going on because I've called them and told them
They
that I
know
was
that your
sending her
son's
home.
abusing her.
Yes.
You seem like a good guy. You stepped up to the plate. You took the responsibilities of raising a young boy, raising a teenage young man. So I give you a lot of credit for it. You had a bad idea letting the 17-year-old girl move in. Would you agree to that or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I would agree.
Okay. You thought you had a good idea. You said, they're in love, let's give them a chance, but bad idea. You know what I mean? And they sleep in the same bed. Now, say you leave the show, and say I didn't do anything. Say I said, you know what, David, that's your problem, and you left the stage. Would you let them go back home and sleep in the same bed?
Probably what I would do is when we got back home, I would make arrangements for her to go back to West Virginia with her parents.
Okay. You seem like a nice guy, and whatever I can do, David, you're here today, you want some help, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you, okay?
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask you to leave the stage, I'm gonna talk to this young lady, and at some point I'll bring you back out.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, David.
Thank you, Steve.
Let's bring out this young girl. Her name is Deanna. Let's bring her out. How you doing, Deanna? David was out here. He's raising your boyfriend, who happens to be 15 years old. You're 17. Tell me what's going on.
What happened was I moved out there with him and everything was kind of good, kind of not. We get in our arguments, but you know, the arguments just started getting worse and worse. And one time that argument got so bad, and I guess that I got him so mad that he went and he hit me as hard as he could in the chest. He like literally
He punched you in the
yes,
chest?
he just punched me in the chest, and he punched me so hard that I dropped to the ground, and I was kind of breathless at the point, and I just had a hard time.
He knocked the wind out of you?
Yeah, he knocked the wind out of me. That he knocked me that hard, and there was a bruise.
And when he did this to you, what went through your head?
I was going to leave. I packed and I left and everything. But then he came to me and he said, I'm going to try to change, and I know he can change. I just believe it. I know he can.
And it, you know, a little snickering, a little laughing, but you got to remember, it's a 15-year-old kid, right? Probably can't change, right? I mean, he's 15 years old. The problem here is some parents thought it was a good idea for a 17-year-old girl to move in with the 15-year-old. That's the problem. Kicks you?
He's only kicked me once.
Only once. Only once. And what did he kick you for?
Really, because I made him mad. I guess I had the attitude or something.
Okay. He chokes you?
That's his one that he likes to do the most.
That's the thing he likes to do most.
That's what he goes for.
That's what he goes for.
He goes for the collar and just there.
And what would he choke you for? Like, what would you do that would cause him
I
to
just
choke you?
get him so pissed off and mad.
But what do you do? Do you disagree with them?
Yeah.
So
I disagree
basically,
with him.
you
and
disagree with
I
him.
answer him wrong. That's just, I don't know.
have you ever been in another relationship before? No, this is your first one. So in life, you're learning. You're a young girl. You got your whole life ahead of you. And I know if you were my daughter, and I'm not even your father, but I'm upset about hearing this. You know what I mean? And I just don't like anybody being abused. You know, I just don't like it. Have you ever confided into your dad? You know, call up, you know, Dad, I'm out here. It's not what I thought. He's choking me. He's hitting me.
I've called them on occasions, and I've said I wanted to come home, but...
Did you tell him what your
Yeah.
Coty was doing? Really kind of left those details out?
Yeah, I just said he's not the person that he was.
We are doing some good because I have a 17-year-old girl on my stage who's not in school, who's being abused, and her father doesn't know about it, and we're going to let him know that. And that's the good thing about this show. So you know what? Let's bring your dad out, and you're going to tell him. You heard that Coty punches, kicks, and chokes her. He's blacked her eye 2 weeks ago, right? Gave
Well,
you a
I'd like
black
to
eye?
break them in two. I'm a weightlifter,
I can see that.
and I don't.
And the thing here is, this is a different story, okay? This is a story that we've never done before. It's unusual. It's not the story that I encountered when I was a police officer. Here's a story where the parents are involved, and in the situation of why are we letting our 17-year-old daughter sleep in the same bedroom with a 15-year-old boy who's, you know, as heard, punched, gave her a black eye, slams her head against the wall, likes to choke her, as you said, that's his thing.
Let him choke me.
And David, the father, who seems like a really good guy, and he's here today
I saw it.
because he wants to put an end to this. He's had to tackle his own son to get him off your daughter. He's had to tackle his own son. How? So, Dad, tell me how you let your 17-year-old daughter move away.
I thought they really cared about the boy. Was really cared for. I never knew he was.
Even so, you know, sir, with all due respect, he's 15 years old.
I made a mistake.
Dad does care. Thing is, he's not that person. When he
No, he can't care. No.
he cares.
You know what? You just said something, sir, and I love it, and not enough people do it. And you just said it, and I got to give you credit for saying it. And I don't know if everybody heard because people were clapping. You said, I made a mistake. You made a mistake. But hearing, and believe me, I never want to be you sitting in your shoes right now, sitting on a talk show, hearing my 17-year-old daughter saying that some guy was abusing her. You tell me, John, what's going to happen today?
I want her to come home. Me and her mother wants her to come home.
I want to bring Coty out. But no, hold on. And I'm always against violence.
No, I won't.
Right. I'm saying, sir, this is a young man that obviously needs help. You have the knowledge now. We're going to do something about this. But let's bring Coty out, and you're not going to do anything.
Right.
Okay. Let's bring Coty out.
John, I'm so sorry. That's not a way to
Mike.
treat your daughter, and I love her very much.
You've seen what I did lifting weights. You've seen me. You've seen how strong I am. You know it. You know what I can do to you, bud. You know what I can do.
Coty, why don't you come over here?
You know what it can do.
Someday, with a little more experience, a little more life under your belt, you're going to understand what this man's going to feel. And I myself, as a father of a young daughter, if somebody hurt my daughter, you know, you'd have to put me in jail or, you know, in a prison or put walls around me to keep me contained because I would turn into an animal. You know what I mean? So, but somewhere along the line, and I could see you're hurt and you're emotional. Now you tell me, why are you so hurt right now?
Because I never thought I'd do something that cruel and harsh. I never thought I would ever.
You tell me what you did.
I put my hands on her and hurt a woman.
You put your hands on her?
Yeah.
And why'd you do that?
I didn't
How
even know
about if
who
I
I
put
was.
my hands on you?
And John, you have every right to because that's your
No,
daughter.
you're 15 years old.
So Coty, you tell me, why would you hit this girl? Do you love her?
Yes.
Okay, so you tell me, young man, why would you put your hands on her?
I don't know. I didn't feel the same. I didn't even know who I was.
You don't. Yeah, same.
Is there anything you want to say to her?
I'm sorry, Deanna. You don't deserve to be with me. You deserve so much better.
So Coty, let's bring your father, David, back out. Let's bring him out.
Hey, Dave. Hey, man.
I'm sorry I let you down, Dave. It's all right. I love you. I love you so much. Okay? I love you. I'm sorry.
David.
And I'm sorry I let this happen, John. I'm sorry I didn't do something about it sooner.
She's coming home. You're welcome anytime.
This is a simple show here. You're 15 years old. You need some help, some counseling, whatever you need, we're going to get it for you. But your focus should be on going to school and living with Dad.
Yes, sir.
So here's the end of the show. You don't want to hurt her anymore. You walk out that door with your dad. You walk out that door with your dad.
Steve.
Go be with your son. Go
Thank
be
you.
with your son.
Why? Why?
Hey, no. You are, and this is where you need to step up,
Why?
John.
No, why? She has a good home. You have a good home. We treat you good.
You know, a lot of times
I've sent her money.
You know what,
the
John?
last dollar.
John, you need to be tough here, like you said about the weightlifting. You need to be tough with her. A lot of times I let people pick a door. You are 17 years old. You're not going with the 15-year-old. You don't get to pick a door.
What did you want to come home for? Why?
John,
We treat you good.
John, take your daughter
Don't you love
home.
me?
Take her home. Come on, buddy. Go take her.